Ah, yeah. That late October rain is finally here, and I've still got my basil plants out here in the garden. I let them go maybe a little bit longer than I should have, so they're not super vibrant green anymore. But I can totally smell them from up here. They smell great, and I'm sure they're still going to taste great. So I'm going to get these cut out of here. I'll shake the water off them, and then I'll make a real quick pesto that I can freeze and use all year long. It's gonna be a nice quick recipe for you today because this is so easy to do. And in YouTube terms, my normal 15-minute videos are kind of like sagas. With this one, the most time-consuming part for sure is just gonna be plucking all these leaves off the stem. Well, not a bad haul at all. I wish I had a salad spinner, but since I don't, I'm just gonna try to get a lot of the moisture off by squeezing these with a paper towel. I'll drop a recipe for this down in the comments, but this is really something that I never use a recipe for. I'll just keep adding in ingredients here and tasting it until I get something that I think is really delicious. As far as the ingredients go, of course, the better quality you can get, the better this is going to come out. With that being said, use the best ingredients that fit your budget. So let's get started by throwing a few cloves of garlic down into here. And that garlic smells super pungent, so I'm not going to use a whole bunch of it to start. And we'll just kind of pack this full of those basil leaves. Watch out for any really big stems, of course. Now I'll pulse this down a little bit to make some space. Now I'm going to get my Parmesan down in there. Anybody else get nervous when you're grating cheese? And now I'm going to put in some pine nuts. And these are very expensive, so if you don't want to use pine nuts, you can do pretty good with walnuts. Pine nuts are just a little bit sweeter. You know, walnuts can have that little bitter bite. And I think the pine nuts are way fattier too. At least they seem like it. Of course, they look like ticks. Yeah. A big old pinch of salt. Now I'll get this spinning, and then while it's going, I'll drizzle in some good extra virgin olive oil. And when we're talking about good olive oil, it can be really expensive, so just get one that you like the taste of. And I mean, take a spoonful of it, take a sip of it, and make sure it tastes good on its own. Because let me tell you, there is a lot of really, really bad olive oil out there. All right, let's get this going. Let me break it down a little bit. Very good. Away we go. Don't go too fast, just kind of drizzle it in there. We want to get a nice emulsification here. And there it is. It's not the prettiest pesto I've ever made, but what really matters is the taste. Check out that bite. Oh, Oh yeah. Dang. That is nice. And you guys know what really good pesto is like. It's got all that nice freshness from the basil, but it's also really, really rich from the cheese and the nuts and all that olive oil. Oh man, it's such a good condiment and ingredient and so many things. I love it. And now I can freeze this and none of my basil will go to waste, which is always a bonus. Some fresh ground pepper would be great in this, of course. Another good add-in might be a little bit of lemon juice, and that would help to kind of preserve the greenness and would give you some acidity to cut through the richness and the fattiness of this. But I like mine just like this. And you know what you like, so add in whatever you want. Just make sure you're having fun when you're doing it. Thanks for watching.